Tillman, thank you so much for coming out here today and coming and tabling with us. And what a beautiful day it is out here.
Hi, yes, it is so amazing. This is so beautiful out here. I've not been to this campus before. I lived in Cobb County for 2 years and just haven't had a chance to come out here. It's absolutely beautiful.
Oh, wow. Well, I tell you, we have a lot going on here today. But before we get to that, I wanted to kind of get to know you a little bit and for our audience to kind of understand a little bit on why you're running and who you are and kind of your background and stuff like that.
Okay, well, for starters, I'm running for House District 43, which is in East Cobb. And as you know, they did redistricting this year, so the House District 43 changed quite a bit. And the incumbent Republican and Democrat were redistricted to 45. So it was an open seat, which provided a really good opportunity for a new person like me because I'm not a political person. I've run for Atlanta City Council before, but it didn't win. So I'm not really. I'm definitely a political outsider, and it's a really good opportunity to get in the race and try to help with some of the issues that we have in Cobb County.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that is one of the most fascinating things that I like about candidates, especially when they're able to come on campus and come and talk to our college Republicans, because as you know, they are going to be the future generation, and hopefully there are going to be many more Anna Tillmans going up and running in Georgia and at the national level. And I kind of wanted to get a feel on some of the policy platforms or some of the goals that you're running on, and some of that stuff that you want to bring back to East Cobb in your district.
Absolutely, yeah. So one of the biggest issues, I have three major issues, and but the biggest one is defending the public safety departments
Hmm.
in Cobb County. I've just recently finished a Cobb County Public Safety Academy. It was a
Oh, wow.
13-week program. It was absolutely amazing. I got to go to all these different divisions of public safety, from the SWAT teams to the motorcycle division to K9, which was absolutely my favorite. They were
Wow.
awesome. They were so cute. The dogs, we got to see them. And then I actually went to the medical examiner's office too, which was a little creepy,
Yeah,
but it's necessary to know those things. And I thought that was really important to have a better understanding of how Cobb's safety departments operate and work, so I can help the constituents. And I've already helped a person as I was canvassing. He had an issue with some street racing in front of his house, and he said some people had already moved from that street. And so I was able to connect him with the officers that I met, and they've since set up an operation to go help him and see if they can figure that out.
well, that's awesome. I know a lot of people don't realize all the stuff that goes into public safety. And I mean, you named pretty much a lot of those that people don't even recognize. I know one of the things that you mentioned was like learning and all that stuff. And, that's one thing that I've enjoyed as a college senator is getting to kind of learn and about my constituents, about the different majors that are in the college. And I think that's, one of the most fascinating things. As in terms of public safety, is there any I guess, particular group that you also have been associated with? Has public safety always been one of the top priorities as you, as like an activist, or where did you kind of start in your activism days, I
Well,
guess?
okay, so it's kind of a long story, my history, but I worked for oil and gas industries for many, many years, and I have a background in geology, master's degree in geology. So I worked in oil and gas and in the environmental side. So I was always, as an environmental professional, I was a health and safety officer as well.
Hmm.
So I've always been very interested in health and safety and just taking care of people and making sure they're safe. So I have a lot of background in that. I know a lot about OSHA regulations and things like that. So, but yeah, since I was kind of new to Cobb County, I just wanted to get an education. Like you said, education is
Right,
really important, and I believe
right.
strongly in education. And so I wanted to educate myself if I'm going to represent Cobb County better.
Yep. And I mean, I love that you mentioned about all this stuff with the environment and how you're most, I would, consider pro-environmentalist. That's one of the biggest things that we're doing this year as the College Republicans is one of our initiatives on campus is we have signs that are going around that says, pick it up, don't pass by it. Or something to that analogy. And, it's our idea of helping to keep our campus beautified. And then it gives them an idea to respect the campus and to respect, the earth that we live
Mm-hmm.
on and stuff like that. But I wanted to touch up on the petroleum and the
Yes.
oil and that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. I know that's a big topic right now.
Huge.
So, what is kind of your objectives over that? How do you think that, I guess, on a national level? I know you're running for state, but I think that's really interesting for the viewers to hear because
Yes.
that's one of the biggest topics we've been hearing.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Number one, I am a common sense person overall. And I believe in common sense approaches to everything, but most importantly to the environmental issues. Fossil fuels have been vilified, and I don't agree with that. We're still using about 80% fossil fuels for, to power our economy. And I believe in some renewables. I just think it needed to be rolled in a little more slowly, integrated and built up so we don't just completely collapse the economy. Because if you take a look at what's going on in Europe and countries there, it's basically the energy supply chain is breaking. I mean, it is really bad there. So we don't want that to happen here. We need to slow this down. I don't believe in the climate change as as some of the greenies would believe in. I think that, for me, climate change is summer, spring, winter, and fall.
Yep.
And and we have had, as a geologist,
Right.
so with this climate that we have today is the mildest we've had in all of history. It's very mild. The climate models are talking about 1.5 degrees centigrade difference, and we can't even feel that, right? That's imperceptible. So I love look at today. It's beautiful, right? Beautiful climate, and it's summer, right? And it gets really cold in the winter, right? So we're good. We really don't have to worry about that. And carbon dioxide is it's a natural compound, and we have to have it for the plants, right? The plants take it up. So I think we're good. We just need to focus on keeping our economy together and stop vilifying the fossil fuels and look at other alternative sources in a more sustainable way. And sustainable as in keeping our economy intact while doing so instead of blowing it up.
Yes, absolutely. So one last question for today. So I know we kind of chatted a little bit off campus and we talked about tabling and stuff. And over this month we've gotten over 40 new people to sign up for the College
Wow.
Republicans.
Awesome.
Yep. And the more people we get to sign up, the more stories that we hear on campus. And a lot of these kids are just afraid to come out and be a leader on campus. So if there was one piece of advice you can give to these new College Republicans coming in, what would that piece of advice be, or any conservative on campus with the fear of boldly expressing themselves?
Well, do it in a compassionate way. You can do it in a way that includes people and just try not, but still stand up for your values. And you can approach it as a conservative idea, and you want to take care of people versus partisanship. Just mainly focus on the issues that sustain our economy and lower taxes, less government, and explain things how that matters. It's how we founded our country and what we're based on.
Yep, and definitely just taking the time to talk
Right.
to these people.
Engage.
Real quick, Anna, where can the viewers find you and follow you on social media and follow up with your campaign?
AnnaTillman.com.
AnnaTillman.com. Well, Anna, thank you so much for coming here today. We are so blessed that you came out, and we are excited for you to meet some of these students.
Thank you so much.